Yo,
Welcome. What's up, brother? Welcome to another edition of the No Holds Barred Sports Show.
give him the heater, Ricky.
That's promo class 101. The high and low ebb and flow. Give him the heater, Ricky. I am your host, one of your hosts. Trunk's not here, so I'm not going to do it. But three-time Hall of Famer Kingmaker. And this is your... Damn it, I keep doing that. Your other host. This is going to be trainer of champions.
Kenny, formerly known as Bounty Hunter. Cowboy Willie Watts. Frank, one half of the American Gangsters. I've done that damn gimmicks.
I think we got some technical difficulties.
Well, what happened? Oh, we do. Somebody. What the hell going on? I see me. Yo.
That's weird.
Did it come back?
There we go.
All right. I guess I seen me the whole time.
I seen me too. So we had some technical difficulties. It wasn't us because we saw each other in the background. So I don't know what happened. But anyway, I guess StreamYard is bugging, but good, brother.
Send me the gimmick to send the gimmick out. So I don't send the gimmick to our gimmick. So go ahead and shoot that to me.
Okay, well just
that's the best way for me to do it while we're live to shoot my people.
Got it.
So, go ahead
so you know what is crazy about wrestling? You used the word gimmick 12 times, and it made 100% sense to me. Everybody's like, huh? What?
Exactly. What the hell is he talking about?
What? Huh? What?
Hey, since this is not a wrestling show, we will not explain that shit.
That's right. Well, keep talking while I see you the gimmick.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man, great. A lot of interesting stuff took place, man. Kenny's Corner is going to be good, but all the way up to that is a lot took place. Looking forward to going at it with my homie King Mega.
Oh damn! I done sent you the wrong gimmick. My bad.
Yeah. Send me the right gimmick.
See, I'm trying to multitask.
Yeah, that's the one, and everybody be trying to hit into that shit. So send me the right gimmick.
I'm gonna send you the right joint right now.
Yeah.
Give me 10 seconds, and I got you.
All right, it's all good. But hey, everybody who's already in, thanks for looking and tell somebody to tell somebody. And there it is. It just came through.
There we go. Second joint. Yeah. All right. We're good to go now.
Tell somebody to tell somebody so we can do our gimmick.
My cut and paste was tripping.
Yes,
so yeah, man. So we down one man tonight. Peace and love and shout out to the brother Chong, or Chauncey, as I like to call him. But yeah, man. So let's hop right into it.
Let's do it. Let's do
this. So, your people's calling.
All right, hold on. Go ahead and do your thing.
I got it. So, y'all, the NBA Finals is currently underway. Obviously, been away for a week, and we had Game 5 last night, where the Warriors defeated the Celtics in Oakland. Game 6 is in Boston. And so far, the Warriors have been, I'll say, they've been led by Steph Curry, but right on his tail as far as carrying the Warriors.
Woo! I know what you're going to say.
Andrew Wiggins.
Yes, sir.
For those who don't know or realize, Andrew Wiggins is a former number 1 overall pick.
Former number 1.
Out of Canada.
They call the next LeBron.
Yep.
Like they killed a lot of people's career with the next Michael.
Yep.
Well, they kind of early killed his career with calling him the next LeBron, but here lately.
Killed him. Yep.
And even for the season, he, I think, averaged like 18, something like that. Or, 15, somewhere in there. It was double digits. I know that.
Yeah. So he was, he was in the D'Angelo Russell trade. And what's crazy is he was kind of seen like a throw-in to make the money work.
Yep.
And someone got into him like, look, this is like your last chance. You got to step the hell up. And he was like, all right. and he's showing. He wasn't LeBron, but he's showing us why he was the number one pick, and he's a great two-way player. Can shoot, can defend, can distribute the ball, got a good offensive game, has a good mind for the game, and he's been doing his thing.
He's a solid ball player. He just wasn't that. He wasn't that label they put on him that kills a lot of guys, because what a lot of people don't understand, when you put those kind of labels on guys, they just succumb to the pressure of trying to be that guy instead of doing what he's doing right now and just going out and play his game. They succumb to the pressure of trying to say, I'm a superstar, and it hurts him. But he's obviously accepted his role as around a good knit of guys and said, I can play, and he's showing he can play.
Yep. He's been
definitely showing he can play.
He has been doing his thing. So my question to you is, who do you think is the MVP so far? If the finals ended last night, who would be your MVP?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It would be hard not to say Wiggins, because he has played solid throughout the playoffs. He has he had 26 last night, but he's played solid throughout the playoffs, and I mean, they even had this discussion on a thing last night about that. But Steph Curry is the golden child. And they're not. I mean, the only way I can see Wiggins winning is in the next game, if they put them out and Steph has another one of those games like last night and Wiggins has another one. But if they somewhere comparable, close to each other, because Steph had 43 the game before.
Right.
So last night he 0 for 9. And our boy, Wiggins put in work. But I just it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for me to see them not give it to Steph Curry. And let's just face it, will Steph Curry have another 0 for 9 game?
Nope.
Probably not. Can he have another bad game? Yes, but it won't have another 0 for 9 game. I just don't see that happening. So the only thing I will say is they did give it to Iguodala, KD, and that's the thing. That's another reason why I think, because all the 3 championships, Steph's has never won MVP.
Never won MVP. Nope.
Exactly. So I really think they're going to be like, you know what? He needs to be an MVP.
Right. And that's why, I agree. I would right now I'm leaning towards the Andrew Wiggins camp. But
without a doubt.
The fact that he fought 43 and he's never won before, and Clay's not really doing his thing. And it's Steph, Clay, then Draymond, and then Andrew Wiggins. So Steph is clearly, that's his team. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Steph is clearly. I mean, 1-2 is definitely Wiggins. If they don't give it, they can't give it to nobody else. I mean, I don't give a damn if they got a name or not. That guy has clearly shown that he has got comfortable within his skin, and is definitely I know that I'm a ball player. No matter what nobody tries to say, I'm a ball player, and he's living up, to some stuff. So, I just think, like I said, bro, I just think Steph hasn't won one yet, and they have 3 championships, and it's going to be hard for me to say, all right, I send them all out now. I can look at it. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for them not to give it to Steph. Like I said, Steph would have to have another one of those games he just had, and I don't see Steph Curry having another one of this game. I mean, unless he keep looking up in the stands and see his daddy with the woman that his mama. That's a whole nother. That is crazy. I mean, that is real. But anyway, it's like I said, this is a sports show. That is crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
Hell, Hollywood, bro. Hollywood, bro. Leave it.
Sure.
Hollywood, where Hollywood is.
Hollywood for sure. Yeah, let's just
But Wiggins is definitely playing Wiggins is definitely playing good enough to be
He
MVP.
is.
Definitely.
He is.
But I just can't
Now,
see that.
do you think people who I won't say okay, people who want to see Steph win it, do you think they'll come out and say, hey, the only reason Andrew Wiggins is getting these offensive opportunities is because they're double teaming Steph and Boston is shifting their defensive scheme to stop Steph?
Did they double
because Clay's not doing anything. Well, according to Draymond Green, they double triple team Steph, and that's why KD was able to do it to his thing.
every MVP, LeBron James, when he won MVP, was they game planning for LeBron James?
Mm-hmm.
When any MVP, with the exception of Iguodala, they didn't game plan for Iguodala.
They ain't game plan for him, right? Yeah.
And I think they got caught up because still probably should have won.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Iguodala did his thing and he guarded LeBron, and I think that's the biggest thing they looked at. But overall, that's
look
your
who's
best
in the
friend.
building.
I don't know
look
what
who's in the building.
Friend. That's your best
look
friend.
Who's in the building. Look at this. What's up, Karma Latte? Here we go. No worries, don't worry. You know, late you on CP time, but you good.
Yeah, we agree that we kind of was on that same stuff you was talking about, man. They definitely missed the opportunity last night, and Tatum just saying, and this is what I see. They're force feeding Tatum because that's who they want to be.
That's who they want, right?
When Brown is, to me, Brown is that dude. Jaylen Brown is that dude. So, you know.
Hold on.
Okay.
Girl, come on like that. Kenny says your hair looks
nice. Thank you.
So
yeah. Look at the little gimmick. Hey, I got a webcam. I ordered a webcam. So everything, that's why I'm looking so bright, so fresh, and so clean right now. That's why you can see all the grays kicking in right now.
Webcam and ring light. Be in business now.
And hooked it up myself.
Word?
Yes,
How many times you have to YouTube it?
Listen, I didn't. I said, man, these directions only say plug into such and such, turn it on, and went into settings and hit it, and I'm like, boom! Oh my God, there I am.
Oh boy, Quentin's Andrew Wiggins isn't sorry. He's hitting his shots and doing little things at Golden State. Yep.
Oh no, he definitely ain't sorry.
He's definitely right. He's doing his thing.
I mean, I don't know if you heard us early, Quentin. What happens to a lot of guys? They put that next LeBron or next Michael on them, and they be solid players, but that gets in their head and they try to do too much. What Wiggins is showing, I'm a solid basketball player who's not going to try to live up to this. I'm going to be the best Andrew Wiggins I can be, and here it is. It's showing. It's definitely showing.
No doubt. He is.
So I definitely agree with what you're saying, brother. I mean, he perfect fit for what Golden State need right now.
Perfect. He is just, and I'm happy for him too, because he was
without a doubt. He was
30 mil.
He was balling in Minnesota. I mean, but you don't hear about Minnesota,
right? And to your point, he wasn't the piece. He is a strong piece, but he's not the piece.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean you don't have a great career because you're not a guy. You're part of the solution for the team.
Right.
Exactly.
And sometimes you need somebody to put their foot in your ass. And you didn't have that in Minnesota. Now, I think if he was still on the team this year, when they got Patrick Beverly, I think Patrick Beverly got his ass. But you need somebody getting your ass. Right. Ball. So when Andrew Wiggins got to Golden State, Draymond got in his ass, and then they signed, and I guarantee you that's why they re-signed Andre Iguodala, because he's got nothing left. He played shut up with Miami, but they signed him, getting this dude's ass. That is not a coincidence.
Yep.
And I think Andre Iguodala is going to be the Golden State Warriors version of Udonis Haslem.
Exactly.
I think he's going to be with Golden State a couple more years, and then he's going to transition to be a coach.
Right into the assistant coach role. Yep. Exactly.
Because that is not a coincidence. Not a coincidence whatsoever.
I agree.
For real.
I agree.
So speaking of coaches, your boy Kenny Anderson. Damn.
Atkinson,
I'm about 20 years late on that one. Kenny Atkinson has been hired as the coach of the New Orleans Hornets. And I know you were talking earlier. You wasn't all that familiar with him, but Kenny Atkinson is a damn good. He coached right before Steve Kerr.
Technical difficulties. Okay, it stopped.
Can't see me? Okay.
Yeah, I can see you froze for a second.
Okay. So he coached Brooklyn right before Steve Kerr, when he was getting all that crap together. I think he's a damn good coach.
Right
I thought it was a damn good hire.
Right before Steve Nash.
Damn, Steve Kerr. You know what
That's
that
all
means?
good.
I need to take me another sip.
I think I took some Ghost the other day. I didn't like the one I got. I think it was
Here we go.
Tetris or some shit. I didn't like it.
Yeah. So my correction: Kenny Atkinson coached before Steve Nash, and he actually—I don't know if he quit or got fired. I think he quit. To be honest with you, but they were like, "Abby, I going in the other direction." Got Steve Nash, but I think he was too alpha for Kyrie and KD, and they wanted a coach that they can manipulate. Or let me not say manipulate. They wanted a coach that was more.
Or they could do their thing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Without nobody. And that ain't always the best thing, because if you think about it, the little light-skinned kid that coached LeBron when they win, once they fired
Tyronn Lue.
Yeah. Lue was young, but Lue didn't take no shit. I mean, he came up through Doc Rivers. He learned the old school way, and he was a old school player, hardcore defense, and he didn't take shit from LeBron. So, I mean, a superstar or superstars need a kick in the ass sometimes. You need to know, okay, we know your privilege is a little different, but at the same time, when you do some bullshit, they need to know they're doing some BS.
Right. Yep. It's, they just, sometimes you need to, it's good to, I can see if a team, whatever sport it is, and you typically see this, like a team will have a head coach or a manager, whatever, for like 5, 6, 7 years. He'll be like hard nosed, getting your grill. Don't take no BS. Don't take no nonsense, right? Then we got to get rid of that mentality and come with somebody total opposite. So it's more, less hands on, a friendlier guy, more team friendly. Someone who's not as aggressive behind closed doors, protect their players 100% in front of the camera, behind the camera, blah, 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 blah. Or they have that type of guy, the grandpa type guy. And this ain't working. I need a dictator. Exactly. Then they bring the dictator in. So if this doesn't work with Steve Nash this year, he got to go. And it's no fault of his own because he's never been a coach, but clearly it's like, all right, KD, Kyrie, here's the keys to the kingdom. Here's the coach you wanted. You got your boys with you. You got the coach you wanted. No excuse. Then we had COVID. That was an excuse.
Yep.
Then we got the vaccine and the January 6th thing last year. That's an excuse. This year, Kyrie, there are zero excuses. No more excuses. Get it done.
This is definitely, I mean, as great a talent as he is, this is definitely a make or break year for him. Let's just face it. And then where I stand on personal choices. We've had that discussion, but at the end of the day, it is a business, and you have a make or break year this year, Kyrie. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I would love to see him go to why.
So I don't know. Some says why Hornets another dumbass move. I thought it was a good move. I think it's a good coach. He took. Remember, this is the Brooklyn Nets team who, after they threw everything in the kitchen sink to get Paul Pierce, KG, Joe Johnson, Darren Williams, they did nothing. They gave away every draft pick from here to Kingdom Come to assemble that team. They did nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Then all them old guys. All them old dudes, stripped the team down, and started to improve, and then they was just getting injury after injury after injury. And then he just quit. But they were improving every year.
And Gush Boy Entertainments. If you say another dumbass move, who do you think they should have hired? What's the move you think they should have made? Because Mega's saying, Atkinson is pretty proven. I mean, he ain't won championships, but he did have like Brooklyn coming back before. I know who you are. I know exactly who you was.
What up,
I just thought maybe you wanted to hide behind because the first one came out Quentin Rivers, and then it came out. I knew who you was.
Oh, same brother. Okay. So I agree with you. Pushed I've been better, but I don't think everybody talks. So I'm sure Charlotte knew that Quinn Snyder was going to quit. Right? Agents talk, players talk.
Oh
talk, everybody's talk, right?
And you definitely know that with the stuff you do,
right?
Yeah.
But I think in this case, Quinn Snyder was like, "Nah, I don't want that. Like, I'm not one. I don't want to deal with Mike."
Mm-hmm.
Only thing they have is LaMelo Ball and my man, I forgot the forward's name, right? But
I know you ain't talking about the guy that got from Boston.
No. I forgot the light skinned brother. I forgot his name. But anyway.
Oh, okay.
They don't have like the talent to they can be competitive, but they're not going to win now. And thank you, my man. There he goes on the ball, boy. If I get him right.
Oh no. My boy Pork. He's definitely a outside of UNC Tar Heels. He's a North Carolina representative.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
he would know. I think he's like, all right. I don't want that job. I don't want the Lakers job. I'm gonna chill for a year. And then he probably has his eyes set on a handful of teams that are in a better position to compete for a championship, i.e. the Sixers. Because the Sixers don't win this year, Doc's out.
Doc got to go.
And they got a young Joel Embiid. They'll probably get rid of James Harden and get somebody else. But I just think he was waiting for a better opportunity and a better situation than Charlotte. Even I do agree with you, Quinn Snyder would be a better choice than Kenny Atkinson. But I just think Quinn Snyder's like, nah, not yet. And it could be because remember when Quinn Snyder quit, he said Donovan Mitchell said that he was a big reason why he re-signed. Like I said, everybody talks. It could be chill for a year, work your way out of Utah, and then whatever team you go to, make sure you go to a team that's struggling. They're gonna get rid of their coach, and I'll come in and coach that team. That happens. So
without a doubt. I just want to take a year off the beard, my family. Well, like you said, I'm just waiting for really saying I'm waiting on the right situation that I got my own.
Right situation. Yep. Right situation. And he can he did a phenomenal job in Utah. Phenomenal job.
Yeah, Snyder did his thing without a doubt.
Yeah. So he's just waiting for his right opportunity for him.
Exactly.
But the next
Utah, a lot of people don't understand because it was good. So that's a small market. That's not a big
small market. And who in that God's green earth wants to go to Utah?
Exactly.
No offense to anybody who knows anybody in Utah, but
what he done for Utah, I mean, you put him where he can, they got money and people want to come play. I mean, it changes a lot of head. It turns a lot of things around.
Because I ain't gonna front, I like my brain is killing me today. What the hell is the name of my damn head coach? Oh my Lord, have mercy.
Well, who's your team?
Hawks. Oh my God, Nate McMillan. Nate
McMillan. Nate McMillan. Yeah.
I would, if somebody said, "Hey, you can hire Chris Starr tomorrow, but you got to fire Nate McMillan," he's done. I wouldn't think twice. Done.
Okay.
Done. As good as the job Nate McMillan did over years,
Nate has been doing his thing too now.
Yeah, I would take Quinn Snyder over Nate McMillan. 9 times out of 10. That's how much I like Quinn Snyder. Yeah. That's but we will be in the Eastern Conference Finals again next year. Yes, I'm talking my shit early. We're gonna get us a trade, the Hawks. I'm gonna switch the subject for a minute. We're gonna make us a trade, or we might just do a sign trade and get Zach LaVine from the Bills, and then it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm talking crap right now. Like I said, Golden State was going to win 3 months ago. Senior neighbor.
You said it. I mean, it ain't over, but you said
it ain't over.
It ain't over.
So I want to get your neck. This one is to be interesting. So your boy David Griffin, the GM of the Pelicans, called Zion Williamson historically good.
Okay.
And it's an easy decision to give him a max contract.
His potential is historically good. His potential, notice I said the key word, the potential of what we could see Zion Williams is historically good, but has he been historically good on the court? Has he been on the court long enough to see? I mean, when he, what was it, 30, 40 games that he played before he got hurt? I mean, you know, he was balling, but that's for 30, 40 games. I mean, do you give somebody $225 million, $40 million a year? And don't get it twisted. I want all them brothers to get every dime they can get. But, I mean, do you say, I mean, not knowing if he's going to stay on the court to give him guaranteed money and have him walking around like, you know, John Wall making $47 million and don't have to get on the court.
Right.
You know, so, and like I said, I'm not mad. Get them brothers their money. But, you know, we're asking a question about worthiness. So, I don't know, man.
I mean, he did qualify a statement and say that when he's healthy on the court.
Okay.
He's not Dynamax player. But my question to you is, where is singing neighbor going? Uh-oh. Singing neighbor
just light in here. That's all.
So now the light, now the light shining on you. Yeah, you gotta put the light in front of you.
I thought it would help.
No, it's worse. That's worse.
What about that?
No, you gotta put the light in front of you.
Oh,
that's worse. That's worse.
All right, keep talking.
This is us. This is us producing on air. But what I was saying was, David Griffin said that Zion is. David Griffin said that Zion is a max player when he's on the court, which I somewhat agree with. I still haven't seen enough to make him a max player. Was he the number one overall pick? Yes. Does he have crazy potential? Yes. Is he 21, 6'8", 270, 280? Yes. Is he LeBron? Absolutely not. Is he a great young foundational piece? Yes. Is he a max player that will carry your team to a championship? I don't know. And when I hear max contract, when I hear max contract, I think players who can carry my team to a championship, and I don't think Zion can do that. So would I give him a long-term deal? Yes. Would I give him a max contract? I'd have to think about it. I really would think about it hard. Right now, gun to my head, would I do it? Nope, I trade him. Because I don't think he hasn't shown enough to me on the court that he could lead a team in any way whatsoever. Whether it's being a facilitator of the offense, distributing the ball, making the right plays with and without the ball, motivating his team, doing things behind the scenes at practice. I don't know if he's doing all that. I doubt it. He's only 21. I just can't see myself investing, a ton of money in him, and come to find out in a couple of years, I'm gonna need another player who fits that max contract.
I would agree.
I just don't want to get pigeonholed that way. So it's like, hey, you got this year to show to me that you can move heaven and earth, and you're deserving of this max contract. You better be the best thing that ever played basketball this year, or else I'm going to move you. And I'm sure he doesn't care. I'm sure he's going to get his money anyway. But if I was them, I'd trade him. I really would. I would just trade him.
I probably would. I don't know if I'd trade him. I would definitely sit there and talk about. Mm-hmm. Shut up.
That's historically mean the past. Yeah, I would have Pork's comment. I would have tons of stipulations in it.
Yes,
crazy stipulations. I would even go far as say, I don't know what what you are and you aren't prohibited to put in contracts in terms of the agreement with the Players Association. But just say for shits and giggles, if I could do something, say, all right, I'll pay you instead of paying you every 2 weeks, I'll pay you whatever $300,000 after every game. Game ends. Here's the check. I do that. There's got to be something like unique, and I'm sure the Hornets, legal team is scouring through the contract, trying to find loopholes and trying to be creative, and trying to find ways to like give him like max money, but not have it guaranteed. But I would just protect myself like there's no tomorrow. I
definitely agree with you. I think what probably happens is like you said, the contract is very what are you doing for us lately, reading, and
true.
They're probably on some
I mean, he said, number of games played. They do number of games played, and they do have Brandon Ingram, who to me that's his team. The hell with Zion. It's Brandon.
Yeah, no, Brandon definitely stepped up. They also have McCullough is who's proven he can play. So
I just want to do something different. Like legit. I mean, you can't do like every game. Like legit, do something different. Like to just keep his ass in shape. Because even if all right, you play 10 games, get the increments of 10. 10 games, get this. 20 games, get 30 games, get this. But I just needed him to be fully engaged throughout the year, every single game, every single practice.
What I definitely think is he should take a page from LeBron James when it comes to taking care of his body. I'm not talking about the game and playing like it, but understand that to become a billionaire. I mean, of course, it's business, except that, but to stay on the court and makes max money on the court, I have to be on the court. And okay, while you're there to maximize your money, you're going to have to say, all right, if I get married, I have kids. My wife and kids understand. A couple of weeks after the season, we'll vacation, but after that, when I get back, y'all know what it is. I'm back on the grind, getting ready to be the best player I can be again. And that's where champions are made at. The Michael Jordans and those people, that's what champions was made at. They didn't take a lot of time off. I mean, you can call them, the Kobe Bryants, them guys, gyms at their houses, personal trainers coming over to make sure they did this. Them guys didn't take time off. They were serious about their craft, and that's what it takes. I mean, you don't have to do that, and you can have a good career,
decent career, right?
Yeah, decent career, and make upwards of 100 million, 200, maybe over if you do a 10, 15-year career, and make anywhere from 50 to maybe $200 million, and say I'm good. But if you want to be a superstar, I guarantee if you talk to the Kevin Garnett's, the Antetokounmpo, the LeBron,
right?
Talk to the guys, man. They're going to tell you, I'm grinding when a lot of guys is vacation and partying and all that stuff.
And even like these lower tier dudes who just barely making it, they probably grinding just as hard because they just not gifted the talent as other dudes. I remember.
You don't think Jordan Poole probably grinded, bro? Like I just want to. I mean, I know, and now look, it paid off.
Now look at him. Yep. Like I remember telling an ex of mine years ago. She was like, "You cheating on me?" Da 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 da. I said, "No." I said, "I'm be honest with you." I was like, "Wrestling is my wife."
Exactly, and that's the.
You're the side chick, and you're the side chick because I want to make it.
I was the same way at a point in my life with professional wrestling, bro. I was like, "Yo, boom, got a show? Oh, $5? Oh, I'll be there. Oh, I ain't worried about that. Oh, $20? Okay, I'll be there. I ain't got no pay for you, but we got something in the background to eat. Okay, I'll be there." Because I mean, it was about honing the craft. It was about all right, CW, you training over there. I'm gonna go in there and get my ass kicked. Damn, CW. Okay, yeah, whatever I could do, and CW, Chili, when I could get around those type guys who'd already been on
Mm-hmm.
TV and done things, I'm like, yo, y'all saying I could come train with you? I'm there.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Yep. I got to drive. I remember once
Oh
I
yeah.
had a show, Ring of Honor, right? And it was in Pittsburgh. Literally Friday. Left after work, went to Brooklyn, scooped up some dudes, drove to Pittsburgh right after work. Got there at whatever time in the morning. Took me like 6-7 hours, right? Barely slept. Got up, trained because this is when Conan was there. Conan, everybody under the sun was there.
So yeah, so you like, I got to show my shit. I got to be ready
pick
for the
brain.
shot.
Right,
Yeah.
got to be ready. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts. And we say it, not that this is the last thing I'm talking about with wrestling. We hear it all the time. You're gonna miss weddings. You want to be a wrestler? You're gonna miss weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, funerals, the whole nine.
Spend money that don't make sense to spend.
Money, right? So
spend $100 to make $20.
Exactly. Yep. Spend $100 to make $20. If you want it, you want it.
I did a quick shot like that too, bro. I did a Pennsylvania shot. Flew into Pennsylvania. My homie picked me up. Went and did one show, CZW. I did Alpha show, and it was another promotion. And I think maybe CZ, one of them gave me, the first show gave me $20. CZW gave me nothing. And Alpha said you're getting experience. Alpha and them guys.
Right.
And I flew up and got a room, all of that. And got $20 out of that whole trip. So
what you gotta do.
But that's what it is. That's the grind. That's what it takes.
That's the grind.
You're trying to do your thing.
Yep. So Zion, you're gonna have to put all that crap to the side.
You're gonna have to step up,
grind your ass off.
Get his body in shape, man.
So the next, I think I'm gonna skip the next one for next week.
Okay.
Because we got time. I'm gonna skip that one.
Okay.
Teaser for y'all. Tune in next week. It's about LeBron. We're gonna talk about that with Chums on the air.
Just me and Mega we're not gonna get the we both gonna probably agree, and it's gonna be and Carmelita probably gonna tell us we LeBron lovers and all that stuff.
Right. So next one hits home to you, singing neighbor.
Yes, it does.
McLaurin is gonna skip minicamp with the.
I mean, listen,
with the commies.
the money the guys are getting paid right now, I am not mad at it. I mean, guys are paying receivers, and I'm not gonna call the name out because that's on our subject too. Receivers are getting paid money. Metcalf, I think, is talking about sitting out, and I mean, them guys, man, they've proven they worth. Even if you're not top 10 tier, if you're under that top 10 tier, I still need to see $15 to $20 million when these guys are getting $25 to $30 million. So you still got to pay me some money. Metcalf made $3.86 million last year.
Yeah,
come on, bro.
Come on.
And I don't know what my boy Terry made. I mean, I'm sure we could look it up and see, but nah, bro, not the way they're getting paid now and going across the mill. And I mean, get your money right now. Get as much guaranteed as you can get. And that balloon at the end that you'll never get anyway. Get your guaranteed money. So I ain't mad at it. I mean, we had a decent draft, so I think we was going to be decent. I don't know what our damn quarterback situation is. I mean, that damn joke we picked up. Maybe he does this thing, but yeah, man. I mean, I ain't mad at him, man. I'm not mad at guys.
Yeah. One thing he should do. He shouldn't. So I don't think he should skip minicamp. Okay. He should do what I forgot what man did last year. But because you're going to get fined if you don't go to minicamp. Go to minicamp, walk through the door, but don't participate in practice or drills.
Okay. I guess I could agree with that. I said, because the only thing when, I was seeing where he was going to go, because if you don't get minicamp, go out and just jogging and make a cut, boom, your Achilles just blows.
Right.
Then somebody did that. Somebody did that.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Right.
Tore knee or blew Achilles or something. So I'll be like, all right, I'm here. Can't say I didn't show up.
Yep, I'm here, but I don't feel well. Nope, I'm not.
I
ain't
gonna get fined, but I'm here.
Force me to do it, right? I'm at minicamp.
My team, man, is crazy. I mean, we got so much crazy Shit.
Yeah, I was thinking about if you want to talk about Jack Del Rio.
I mean, what is it to say? He proved his point. He's a MAGA, and I got nothing against him. And anybody teach his own. This is America. Make your choice. But he's a MAGA. I mean, and he let it be known that was just the dust up, and all this other stuff is horrible. Okay.
Hold on. Your quarterback.
Hey! I listen. Didn't you hear me a while ago say I don't know who our damn quarterback is? That BS we got from the coach that came from Philly,
Carson Wentz.
Came from Philly. Yeah, Wentz. So hey, I am not disagreeing with you, buddy. I am not disagreeing with you.
Yeah. Voice says Terry McLaurin isn't superstar enough to miss camp.
He was
out. I disagree with him. I mean, he's the number one. Right.
He was our number one receiver and Pro Bowl. Didn't he make the Pro Bowl last year?
I think so. He is the clear-cut Washington number one.
He's that dude, man. He's proven over the last 2 years or so. He's been our number one receiver for like the last 2-3 years. So,
but he's not. To his
that's
point,
why I said he may not be the 1 through 10, but
right.
When you start going 15 through 20, I guarantee he falls in there.
Yeah, he's there.
And that still says if I made $3 or $4 million last year, I need $15 to $20 million this year.
Right. It's a little, bro.
That's a laugh.
Your peoples. So guess who's in the building?
LowRyda.
Your boy.
What?
No, we're gonna talk about the king, the chosen one, next week.
Yeah, we need you on board.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about him next week.
Yeah, we got to give you a chance. Yeah, we got to give you a chance to get up on that, brother.
Shoot. Yeah, this dude. So next joint. So Bleacher Report they wrote an article about players who should be on the trade block this year. Right? Various positions, but there were a couple that caught my eye. One you just mentioned, DK Metcalf.
So I've heard that story too, because that's probably somebody who falls under that top 10 and more or less in the 15 to 20. But I mean, how many years has DK Metcalf played in this? What, third year? Because he's in and out. This
will be his fourth year. Yeah, this will be his fourth year.
Exactly. For last year, he's in and out of his rookie contract. I mean, sometimes it takes guys from this new contract up to start showing, but his name is already out there. So we know he can ball. Now, is he going to go to the next level to step in from 1 through 10? I don't know. I mean, who knows? I mean, you can be an injury away or any of that stuff from that stuff, so you don't know. But without a doubt, 3.8 million is not the answer. Without a doubt.
Right. I mean, could do. Now I think I know we're gonna like switch subject a little bit, but I think somehow, some way, Baker Mayfield will end up in Seattle. He just has to, unless somebody really gets hurt. Unless somebody really gets hurt, during the summer or in the preseason. I see Baker Mayfield ending up in Seattle. And if that's the case, I see them keeping DK Metcalf. But if they don't, that's a perfect player for your commies to get if they don't want to play
DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
trade him somewhere. And then
I love that.
Mm-hmm. So they may trade for him. Like, all right, Terry, I got DK. Now I don't need you no more. Go somewhere.
Exactly. I mean, I would love to have him, but I mean, is it realistically going to happen? I don't know, but I definitely would love to have DK. I mean, I think he's a baller without a doubt.
So another player they got on here is Saquon Barkley. Now, when the Giants drafted him, I this isn't hindsight on money quarterback, no pun intended, or nothing. I said that's a waste because they didn't have Eli was on his last leg. Their offensive line was trash. It's like, you got to have a quarterback. I don't care if you got, clearly that didn't work anyway, Barry Sanders. I don't care. If you don't have a quarterback in this league, you're not going to win. If you don't have a quarterback, you better have the best defense on the planet.
You might get through some 9-7s and maybe 11, 11-6s. You may get through the regular season, but once it comes playoff time, I mean, you're going to, if that running back is your key focus and your quarterback can't do anything, you're in trouble. Now, like I said, the Ravens did it, but it wasn't a running back. It was a defense. That said, you just don't beat us and we'll win the game. And that's pretty much what they did. And,
that's exactly what it was. Yeah.
You don't beat us and we'll win. And that's what they did. And then a lot of people will look at Tennessee's running back, big guy. I mean, that quarterback,
King Henry,
is not the greatest, but that dude has been decent. I mean, along with what Derrick Henry, he's been decent. So, he ain't just been horrible. So, so I don't. Now, Saquon got hurt. That ain't gonna happen. I mean, even if you say trade him, what would you realistically really get for Saquon? I mean, what is somebody really going to offer you for Saquon Barkley?
I mean,
coming off an injury, he came off an injury, didn't have a great season. Of course, not having a quarterback didn't help him. But realistically, I mean, do you say, well, hell, let's try another year and see? But who is their quarterback now? So,
I think they have they said the best fit is Tampa Bay, but I think if you're a team and you're
Tampa Bay? So has Duke left? What's the guy?
Leonard Fournette.
He gone?
I think so. I think he went to I know he's going to go to Atlanta. I think he went to Atlanta.
Let me
Google that real quick. Let me look for that real quick.
I haven't really been.
I know he wanted to go to. I know he wanted to go to Atlanta with. I'm having brain farts all night. What's my man in Cleveland? Jesus Christ. Deshaun Watson. Lord have mercy. He wanted to go to Atlanta with Deshaun Watson. No, he's still with the Bucks.
Okay, I was gonna say I know I hadn't heard anything about him. Yeah, I mean, Brady came back. They'll probably give him another year.
Yeah, but I think if you're a team that's like on the cusp, and all you need is another threat or a 1A running back, I would give up a number one for him. As long as it doesn't have to bear the load of being the featured back. If you're on the cusp, if what I would think, that I think that would hurt Saquon with that scary thing is when Todd Gurley got all that money and had the great year or two, and then the knee injury because he was playing hurt that one year, and everybody man, what's the matter with Todd Gurley? And then came to find out and didn't have another decent season after that. Because Saquon had a regular season last year, so now people are going to be like, well, we know what his potential was, and before he got hurt, he showed us a glimpse, but now he has been hurt, and last year he didn't do well, so what does he really have left? Right. So this
Todd was young.
Yes. Yep. So another one, and I have to link up with this dude. I like this dude. So your boy Pork, I don't know if I should throw his name out there, but
me and him had these conversations, and that McCaffrey is a classic example.
To be on the
when healthy, probably one of the best down backs. So, and I do think that they could probably still get some shit from McCaffrey because when healthy, I mean, out of the backfield, can run the ball decent, can catch, so they probably could get decent stuff from McCaffrey. But I mean, the last 3 years he hasn't stayed on the damn field.
He hasn't stayed on the field. He does not stay on the field.
Believe me, I had him on my damn fantasy 2 years ago and was winning, and he went down and my shit just fell apart.
Fell apart.
Yeah. Fell apart.
So I think Philly would be a good team for Saquon Barkley, even though they'll never trade him to Philly because of the rivalry thing. But I think Philly would be a good spot. And I just think at the time, like I said, like Saquon was great coming out of Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at it, and I've had this talk with my boy years ago. If I'm an NFL GM or scouting director, and you're playing for Penn State, if you're not a linebacker, I'm not drafting you. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Because they running backs, they've had a couple of running backs that was killing in damn college and then get to the league, and it's like,
and do nothing.
Yeah.
I.e. Kajana Carter, Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
All what they have is Franklin Harris. I wouldn't out now. Give me a Penn State linebacker all day, every day. Sign me up. Running backs, they just don't do it. And in that draft, drafted behind Saquon, remember it was Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Now, granted, also in that draft that I think the Giants screwed up Sam Darnold. I think he had a raw potential, and the Jets just screwed him up. But also drafted that year after Saquon, for right, wrong, or different, Sam Darnold and Josh Rosen, who got screwed over by the Cardinals. They just screwed his career up. Man, they messed him up.
Yeah.
They messed him up. But everybody missed on Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. And now the Giants, say what you want to say about Daniel Jones. I think he's okay. But you're not going to win with the okay quarterback, a decent, halfway decent offensive line, and a halfway to decent defense. So they're not going to do anything this year. They're going to look for another quarterback next year. So just trade Saquon now and get something for him because you're not going to win with him. So I would trade him personally. And Paul, if I'm the Panthers, I'd trade Christian McCaffrey too.
Yeah.
You lost out on Deshaun.
Me and him had definitely had that conversation. Yeah.
Just move on. Yeah.
Get what you can get and start rebuilding.
Yep. So speaking of wide receivers, your man, Cooper Kupp,
look at that.
Got a 3-year, $80 million extension.
Oh.
And now your boy Terry McLaurin sitting there like, yo, I need to get paid. I need my money.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I need my money.
That's why those guys are saying how much of it is guaranteed?
Let me check real quick. I knew you were gonna ask me that. Let me pull up the old guy.
I mean, because that's the key. I mean,
that is the key. We guaranteed
we
money.
can throw some numbers out there and make you say, "Oh my God," and then you say, "Okay, $15 million that is guaranteed." Like, oh, that wasn't shit.
So 75 is guaranteed.
Ooh, okay.
Including the current deal. The current deal plus the extension, 75 guaranteed.
Okay. Yeah, he did his thing.
So it's overall 5 years. So he had a 3-year extension. So 2 years this year, next year 3-year extension.
Okay.
75 of is guaranteed.
I mean, guaranteed. Hey, I ain't mad at him.
I ain't mad at him. And he.
Oh no, he's ball. Yeah. You can't say nothing about him. He is straight ball. So
balling.
Without a doubt.
So speaking of another wide receiver, who's I hate to say this about my people. I really do. But this dude's on crack. And speaking of Tyreek Hill.
You know what? If I was Tua, I probably would have pulled him to the side and been like, look, bro, I appreciate you trying to give me confidence. And I appreciate you trying to, but please don't say crazy shit. Because what you turn around and do when this season start, and I'm underthrowing your ass and overthrowing you and all that, they're gonna look at it like, what the hell was Tyreek Hill talking about? You know what I'm saying?
What the hell is he talking about?
Yeah, that was pretty. I mean, I feel you. You know, I don't know. Maybe he was a little bitter when you got out of Kansas City, and like I said, you want to try to give your boy your new quarterback confidence, but it's just certain things you just don't say or don't.
Right.
You know.
So
especially if it pertains to somebody else. If it pertains to you, say what the hell you want to say about yourself. But if it's
So he
pertaining to
goes,
somebody else, leave that shit alone.
he goes, and I quote, obviously, well, someone during the interview says, who has a stronger arm, Tua or Patrick Mahomes? So he goes, obviously, like, I'm going to go with 15 as the strongest arm. But as far as accuracy wise, I'm going with Tua all day. So which one would you rather have? The deep ball where you got to scramble around the field to try to go find it?
This
Or
is
do
his
you want
words
that?
too.
This is his words. Or do you want
Oh.
that accuracy to hit you in the breadbasket on the run?
Okay.
You know why he's going to hit you in the breadbasket on the run? Because he's only going to throw it 10 yards.
Exactly.
That's all he's going to do.
If you get 70 and 80-yard touchdowns, it will be you running for 50 or 60 of them.
As the fastest receiver in the NFL, I want you to run your route and break free of your corner and split the safeties. And I'm going to have Patrick Mahomes throw you the ball 30, 40, 50 yards.
Exactly.
That's your job.
Yeah.
I don't need you to be the slot receiver going 10 yards,
Exactly.
cutting
Who
over
weighs
the middle.
175 pounds at best, is taking 2 or 3 shots that shortens your career.
Right. What in God's name are you smoking? And like you said, appreciate the positivity, appreciate him trying to build up his confidence.
Yeah, but
it's just come on.
Stuff, it's just some stuff you leave alone.
And right, and you haven't even played a game yet. You could do all the 7-on-7s,
exactly,
all the practices, all whatever you want to do. Until I see it on the field on Sundays in September through December, January, when you got monsters trying to eat you alive.
That's right.
Until then, keep your mouth shut.
When you got to read blitzes, when you got to damn call audibles, all of that stuff.
I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I am so glad that Tua slipped that year and Joe Burrow had the season of his life. Because if Joe Burrow didn't have that season, we would have had Tua as our number one quarterback, as our pick, number one overall. I thank you, Jesus, every day that Joe Burrow had the season of his life. Tua got tweaked that year and he slipped. Thank the Lord. If he even said, if for some reason, whatever, the Bengals trade for Tyreek Hill, and he said, "Oh, I'd rather have Joe Burrow, or Joe Burrow's more accurate than," shut the hell up. Patrick Mahomes, MVP, won you a ring, went to the Super Bowl twice. Shut the hell up. What the hell are you talking about?
Make athletic plays that we've never seen before. And okay, well,
talking
like I said, I feel you pumping your boy up, but hey, it is what it is.
Stop it. Yeah. So now we're gonna get into Chauncey's favorite part of the show, Kenny's Corner. No, we're a little light this week, but what you got? Yeah. What you got for the public? What you got for the children this week?
And for y'all that don't know, Kenny Corner, since my good friend Mega would never want to put nothing about fighting, meaning boxing, UFC. So we came up with Kenny's Corner to give me my rant for about 5 minutes. Anyway, so right now the biggest thing that I've been noticing in boxing is the whole mystique of the pound for pound, or and which that pretty much is a hard opinionated thing about 1 through 10. ESPN does a lot of good, but ESPN is pretty much Ring Magazine and ESPNs are the 2 most recognized. So the biggest thing that's happening right now is a lot of the black fighters, African American fighters, whatever you want to call them, are just straight getting left off. I think they got Terrence Crawford is one. They got this guy called the Monster, some Japanese guy too, which I've seen him fight. He can fight.
He can fight.
Yeah, he can fight. No, he can go. He's one of the little 112-pound guys, so you never really get to see those guys. They still got Canelo Alvarez as 4, which is crazy. I mean, he lost the fight and probably lost all 12 rounds of the fight, and they still got him at 4. They got Tyson Fury at 5, who's retired. 6. Can't recall. 7 is Lomachenko. Now, Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez, which gives him his second loss. Teofimo Lopez lost to Devin Haney. No, lost to George Kambosos. Devin Haney went to Australia, took less money, and beat him silly. 12 rounds. They have Lomachenko with 2 losses and no titles at number 7. They have the undisputed champion of the world at the same weight class at number 10. They got Shakur Stevens, who is unified, number 9, undefeated. Jamar Charlo is undisputed at 154, one of the hardest weight classes it is. Not even on the doggone, not even on the list. Tank Davis, biggest pay-per-view selling guy, knocking everybody out, not even on the list. Even Benavidez, I would speak up for Benavidez. I mean, he don't have the big names. He don't have the big names on who he's beat, but everything is being straight up down whooping ass. So what's happening right now a lot, and what I've seen, as they call it, O Media, which is the Max Kellermans, the ESPN crew, they're kind of all sticking with the same sticking point. They pretty much told George Kambosos, don't even fight Devin Haney. I mean, they kind of knew what the outcome was. Like, you're the undisputed champion, which he wasn't, because he had the franchise, which is a trophy belt. You can't win or lose. Devin Haney was the champion, but they call him email champion because Lomachenko refused to fight him. So when he refused to fight him, he became the champion because he was the mandatory. So they stripped him, but they kept calling him email champion. Then he goes and whoops Kambosos 2 weekends ago and becomes the undisputed champion, and they still put him at number 2. So it's unfortunately the politics of boxing are still hurting. But the only thing that makes boxing decent is some of these big fights that we want to see are starting to happen, like Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. They're negotiating right now. Like I said, Devin Haney said straight up, I want Lomachenko. He's like, all right, y'all, give me Lomachenko. I either want Lomachenko or Tank. So he's the undisputed champion, and he's calling out Lomachenko or I mean, what's so crazy about the Devin Haney thing is when he was WBC, Ryan Garcia came up to be the number 1 contender. He was like, well, if I don't get Tank, yeah, I'll fight you. So what in this new age, when you are number 1 contender, who doesn't fight for the belt? This guy was like, no, I'll go fight Tank, which Tank wasn't a champion, and Devin Haney was the champion. So, I mean, a lot has changed with boxing. Like I said, the only thing that is, get away from me. The only thing that is good is there is some decent fights coming up, but the pound for pound is a joke, in my opinion, because I think, and I'm not, when it comes to fighting out, the best fighter is the best fighter. I don't care what color he is. But Canelo Alvarez, if he's there, if you want to still give him, because he's been good for so long, but number 4, after a loss to somebody who wasn't even known, beat his ass for probably every round, and you still got him at number 4, and he's coming back. He didn't even take the rematch. He's coming back to fight a Triple G that's over the hill that he'll probably knock out in 1 round. But here's the key: when he does that, he's back in the ocean again with the sharks, because once you beat Triple G, you're the undisputed champion at 168. You're going to have to fight one of those guys, or people got to start calling what it is. You're ducking. Ryan Garcia is fighting this month. He's fighting a pretty tough fight, a guy named Fatur, who's I don't know, for you people that know Madonna, is a Madonna-like fighter. Like, he mixes it up a little dirty, and Ryan is going to see, unless he hits him with a good punch early, that is not going to be an easy fight, because he's already looking over him. He's already calling out, I won't tank, I won't tank, I won't tank. Like, bro, you got to fight in front of him. Adrian Broner is coming back, but it's crazy. But in I think July also. So the scope of boxing looks good, but this old media, as they call it, they just need to keep it real. And what needs to happen is guys like Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley and these other guys that's commentating need to call them out.
Yeah, call them out. Yep.
Yes, they got to cut it out. You know, I was studying something, and that's what has to happen. They got to call these guys out on saying Canelo Alvarez is still the number four best fighter. Tyson Fury is the number 5, and he's retired. He shouldn't even be on the list no more. Lomachenko is better than the guy that is undisputed in his weight class. He's higher on the list, and he's pretty much hasn't fought in a while because, of course, he did his duty and went and fought for his country. So big ups to him for that. But I mean, for as far as the boxing goes, he's not fighting, you know. And so pretty much on boxing, you know, that's it. I will, like I said, you know, keep you updated with you know, with the Kenny's Corner. The UFC thing, it was a fight on this weekend. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch it. I do know one of the fights was a rematch from probably one of the fights of the year in female fighting about the last year or the front of this year. Wei Ling and Janikowski was, I think, her name. The girl, she ended up looking like Frankenstein after the first fight. But I'm dude. If you ain't seen it, go look up.
Really?
Go look. Yes, little Chinese girl named Zali Wang fought Janikowski, and bro, they went the whole. But dude, when she literally like looked like Frankenstein, bro, she was unrecognizable when she was standing in the ring doing a post-fight interview. It was scary looking, bro. But they fought again, and she. And Zali Wang beat her again, and she retired in the ring. The other girl, Janikowski, and she did her thing. She was championing everything for a while. She did her thing, and Teixeira, I think, who's like 42 years old, he was the light heavyweight champion. He lost his belt this weekend. Like I said, I didn't watch it. I kind of seen the highlights, but you know, at 42, I mean, it was a good fight, but you know, that's a lot to ask a 42-year-old, you know. What you know, when you fight in young lions. So, but other than that, on the UFC side of it, you know, it is some big fights. I think here in the next couple of weeks, the Stylebender, Adesanya's fights should win. So it's some good fights coming up, and I will definitely keep y'all guys posted on that. But as far as Kenny's Corner, that's it.
Yeah, your boy. Your boy, Pretty Boy Floyd, is gonna fight an exhibition in September.
I mean,
Japan.
That's what he's doing. He fought the last one in Dubai,
right?
And now he's fighting another one in Japan. I mean, and if they're gonna keep playing Floyd $10-15 million, can you be mad at him?
And that's what I was just gonna say. This dude is money for a reason. Floyd money winner for a reason.
Yeah, he picked the right name. I mean, they go to these other countries and they're so, you know, they're so blown away by him, bro. They give him $10, $15, $20 million to fight exhibition fights, bro.
Just to sell some people.
He goes in there and he stays in shape. So, you know, he probably picks who he wants to. Like this last guy he fought about a month or so ago, right before Tank, was one of his old sparring partners. So he knows everything about this guy. What is that guy really going to do to Floyd? But Nothing. He can take it to Dubai where princes have billions and say $10 million. Oh yeah,
that's what Vince McMahon does.
Yeah, invite all our friends and sit and we get to watch Floyd Mayweather. So hey,
Carmelate like the good Kenny's Corner.
Thank you so much, Carmelate.
Thanks, Carmelate. Thank
you so much.
And then
yes, wow, good bring up. I did.
Yes,
I kind of started watching that fight, but didn't watch that whole. I think it was a top ranked fight. Yeah, it was a kid, and I think he won the fight too.
Did he?
Puerto Rican kid. Yes, I think he ended up winning the fight, but he did the whole thing. They came into the clinch. You see him put his mouthpiece to the side or spit it out, and like. And the guy jumped back like,
whoa, what you doing?
I don't even know if they took a point or not, but that I did see that. You know, good call on that LowRyda. But yeah, I didn't watch that fight, so I kind of seen the highlights of that and people talking about it. But I think that kid still won the damn fight, to be honest with you, Puerto Rican kid.
So speaking of bites, so we're about to wrap it up. But next week, next week. By the time we come on air on Tuesday, we'll have a winner in the NBA Finals, and
yes,
so we'll talk about that. And Thursday, next Thursday is the NBA Draft, we'll talk a little bit about that pre-draft stuff, and then we'll save our LeBron topic for next week, so me and you can take a bite out of LowRyda.
Hey,
Segue. Like
June
that
the
segue, Chauncey.
29th, June the 29th, Nights of the Gimmick Tables. Me and my tag team partner, Chili Willie, formerly known as the American Gangsters, and the Watts Brothers will be on Nights of the Gimmick Table.
2 weeks.
Yep, June the 29th. So looking forward to giving some of the on the road gimmicks me and Chili Willie used to do.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, man. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for this week. I gotta do a little work stuff and eat, but whatever. But yeah, it was a good show. Unfortunately, we didn't have LowRyda with us so we could talk about LeBron because he's a LeBron hater, not a LeBron appreciator.
Sure.
But we'll be back next week. But yeah, what you got going on this week outside of
me? I'm gonna take my Harley to a bike show Saturday.
Yeah.
And nice. Get it sound music. Got a couple of friends to do it, and just that's pretty. It's so hot down here, man. Friday's gonna be 100 degrees here in North Carolina. It's just so hot, bro. It's extremely hot. And I think Saturday falls back into the high 80s, low 90s, but Friday is 100 degrees.
Thanks, LowRyda.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, LowRyda.
Looking forward to seeing you again. We missed you, homie.
Yeah, we miss you, brother. Yeah, that's right. I don't hate. I do hate Jeter. I'm not a hater. I hate Jeter, and yes, I'm a Yankee hater. Pro A-Rod all day. A-Rod's that dude. I'm not a Brady hater. You ain't be talking about me because I'm not a Brady hater. Oh shit. There we go. Fuck it. Let me take this down. Hold on. There we go. See that? I'm not a Brady hater. Brady.
Hate me a Brady hater.
See this? Winners. See that, LowRyda? Winners. And Caramel Latte, winners. Braves and Brady.
Gotta end the show with some
and a Caramel Latte hater. That's true.
I would agree with you on that, Caramel Latte.
Nah, I appreciate you, Caramel Latte. But everybody, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate each and every one of you. Please tell a friend, tell a neighbor, to tell a friend, to tell a neighbor to come check us out live every Tuesday night.
And for the people I sent a stream out that viewed, thank you very much. Porky, Quentin, Gush Boy Entertainment, thank you for tuning in and checking on Big On.
Yeah, Porky, man, tune in, man. I think we
Porky on that. Yeah. Y'all.
We hear Porky.
Y'all got the same thing.
Yeah. Tune in for sure. Have a good night, Caramel Latte.
Same
so everybody, thanks for tuning in. Check us out. Tell everybody. Share the link. Send the YouTube link to all your friends, your business associates. Damn. Your friends, your neighbors, your kids, everybody. Tell the world. We're trying to make this grow. Be out here live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on Twitch, Facebook Live, and YouTube. So come check us out every Tuesday. And then, what you going to show us? Singing neighbor. U.S. Navy veteran. Yes, sir. We salute you, sir.
That's right.
We salute you, sir. So, yeah, well, and then coming soon, and I know I'm surprised Kenny hasn't brought this up yet, but coming soon, we're going to have some uniforms. So
I'm not even going to bring, when we get off the air, you got about 5 minutes. But don't try to slide it in and say, well, if I say it now, you probably don't worry, brother. I wasn't going to air personal business out online.
I'm working on it. I'll working on it. But y'all, thanks y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Remember, share, like, subscribe. Tell your friends and family to like and subscribe. Watch the show, and we will see y'all next week. Until then, this is just for LowRyda, 3-time Hall of Famer King Mega and
Bounty Hunter
Trainer Extraordinaire Bounty Hunter
Kenny Cowboy Willie Watts, Frank. Peace in the Middle East, motherfuckers.
Peace.